Hi there guys, welcome to the special birthday edition of my vlog. It's a special birthday edition because it's my birthday. Woo. I'm turning 20 and as such this effectively means I'm leaving my teenagehood behind, which has been a big concern for me for numerous reasons. The first reason being that I'll no longer be a teenager, which is it's sort of like you grow up and you have that responsibility now. I'm not going to be able to get away with as much as I was before, which was never much anyway, let's be fair, but it was always nice to know that the capacity was there. No longer it would seem. To some extent I understand that age is just a number, and that there are people much older than me who are still happy and everything's cool, but I think one of the things I realised is that, to put a nice morbid spin on everything, we could all die tomorrow, any one of us, so effectively it doesn't really matter how old you are. This could still be my last day on Earth, just like it could still be your last day on Earth. So the whole point of this video is just for me to try and think some things through on camera, come to some sort of conclusion about life, or share some ideas with you, and then hopefully get over the fact that I'm turning 20, which is obviously such a big deal, and move on, because it's not actually that big a deal, because ultimately I'm just one person and people turn 20 every day, people turn 80 every day, people die every day, so I really don't see what difference it actually makes. But I suppose everything's relative to you, isn't it? And in this case everything is relative to me, and what's relative to me at the moment is that I'm 20 today. I think the reason I ended up turning to philosophy is because I'm not religious. I was raised as a Christian, but my sister left the faith and I left the faith as well, simply because I couldn't see any logic in it, and I turned to all these different people who actually had answers, or seemingly had answers. You know, the people that I really admire, like Eddie Izzard, Tim Minchin, Darren Brown, Richard Dawkins, these people who actually provide some sort of actual view. And suddenly everything became clear in my life, and I sort of had an idea of what I was not necessarily doing, but I had some sort of better understanding of where I should be going. And the sort of philosophical side to me, that side that questions everything, that tries to, I suppose, emotionally detach from things so that you can really view them objectively without always being so emotionally hung up on or emotionally attached to all these different things, because when you get emotionally attached to things, it's really hard to see them for what they are. And as Charles Dickens once wrote, I'm paraphrasing here, but facts are the only thing that will ever do you any good in any life. Not that I think that's true, because obviously there's like imagination, creativity, and all these wonderful things, but it's important to understand what is real and what is true in order to sort of carry on going. But to also quote the Matrix, what is real? If reality is simply what you hear, smell, touch, taste and see, then reality is nothing but a load of electrical impulses running through your brain. There are skaters out there. I always wanted to be a skater. And I got a skateboard and I fell off a hill. Well, I don't know if I was going down a hill and I fell off. I didn't fall off a hill. So worldwide, your life isn't that important. And that's kind of sad. But then, coming back to the theory of relativity, everything is relevant to you, and in that sense your life is the most important thing in all of existence. Because what could be more important than you? I mean, really. Except perhaps Gareth. Gareth's more important than you. It's so difficult to wrap up the entire philosophical existence of my life in 10 minutes. So yeah, I was trying to come to this conclusion about my life, and I realised that I can't. What conclusion can you come to about life other than its objective existence? Philosophers for thousands of years have been trying to come up with the answers to the big questions in life, like why are we here? We aren't here for a particular reason, particularly if you follow the evolutionary point that I do. We just happen to be here. So point one, we aren't here for a reason, we're just here. Enjoy it. Second of all, what is the purpose within my life, which is the second part to the first question. When people say, what is the point of life? You can view it two ways. The first one is, what is the point of life existing, which we've already answered, there isn't one. The second was, what is the point of life for me. And I suppose that's whatever you want it to be. I think that's sort of the beauty of life, and at the same time, the most irritating thing on earth is that everything is so wonderfully different. There is so much diversity out there, even diversity within your own life, and it's so amazing to behold and to come to grips with. And at the same time, it's so infinitely irritating because you can never make sense of anything. And you just spend your entire life going around in this whirlwind of ambiguity, not knowing what is or isn't. You just seem to spend your entire life trying to figure out why you're here and never actually figuring it out. Humans that will make life really worthwhile. Your family and your friends. And I have some amazing friends, and they're on my shoes right now, which sounds silly, but I'll take a picture and Gareth can show you now. So on today of all days, the day of my 20th birthday, I want to sit here and thank the following people. My mum, my dad, my sister, my brother, my nephews, Josh and Ben, who are amazing, and all my friends. But you'll know if I'm thanking you, because you just will. I want to thank all my friends on Funky Dragon who are amazing, all my friends on Click, particularly Gareth, because for the past 2 years he's been like my media rock. He does everything with me. He's great. Not everything. I mean, yeah, I have limits. I'm a pretty liberal guy, but I will draw the line there. I want to thank all the people in the Sprout and Click, like Ariel and Sam and Ryan and Kath and Marco and Diana and I see this is the point, and Nico, and when you start noting all those people, you're bound to forget someone. Like Dan. I love Dan so much. Oh, he's so amazing. I want to thank all my friends in uni. I want to particularly thank my best friend Liam, who's amazing, my other best friend Holly, who I just miss so much because she's in Manchester. I want to thank my friends in Bath for allowing me to crash up in Bath when Cardiff gets too samey and I need a break. I want to thank everyone I work with, the people I'm about to work with, because I got a job in TGI Fridays. Oh my god, go me, I'm going to be working in TGI Fridays, that's like the best thing ever. I want to thank all my parasympathetic relationships, like Eddie and Darren and Tim and Richard. Oh my god, and Stephen Fry. I love Stephen Fry so much. Human existence is the most bafflingly complicated thing on earth. It's so ultimately simple, but so incomprehensibly complicated. Which is what makes it so infinitely entertaining, but so ultimately distressing to think about. You know when you used to think about the size of the universe and you'd realise how infinitely vast it was and it used to hurt your brain? That's what it's like when you think about human existence as just so finite but seemingly infinite. So I want to thank everyone for being awesome. I love you all.